Hey, educator, what are you doing? I'm doing a STEAM unit called Virtual Tour. You doing what? Is that like that STEM stuff? It is very similar to STEAM. It incorporates most of the same elements of STEAM, incorporating all those multiple disciplines. You said it's incorporating different disciplines. What disciplines are you talking about? I'm glad you asked that question. Yes, the class is an English class and it is middle school, but students are able to incorporate technology through their research and their word processing, through doing their presentations. Adding that design touch to the visual arts will make a great presentation. When they calculate the cost of the travel, the cost of eating or entertaining, that brings in the whole element of math in an English class. And when they start looking at the different geographical locations, that incorporates the use of maps, and it just makes it more realistic for the students. That all sounds good, but how are you going to keep their interest? Do you have like a guiding question or something to make them want to do it? Of course I do, honey. I didn't just start doing this today. I've been teaching for quite some time. My driving question is, today's youth are losing their interest in the town. How can we restore their interest? Well, I knew you'd be prepared, but that still seems like a lot of work. Do you have like a breakdown or something of how you gonna do this every day? Of course I do. Now, this STEAM unit has three major components. The interview process, where the students interview each other, they find out what interests them in the town, they compare it to themselves, they talk with each other, they converse in different groups. The research area, where they look at whatever the town has to offer, and the presentations. And that's where they combine all their research from the different search engines to Google, through Discus, um, and other resources that have been provided to them from me, and the digital aspect where they design their presentations to present out. I'll start out by breaking the students up into three groups. I'll have them prepare for their project by reading informational text, viewing different websites connected to the town, like the cell phone tour. They'll hear from different members of the community, and they'll compile a whole list of different places that they're going to view on the tour. Their culminating assessment is going to be a narrative essay where they give their rationale for why they chose the place that they did. To get to that process, they're going to need to interview their classmates to find out what interests them, what is their best place, compile a list of all those places together, along with the different geographical areas and what makes it so good for the town and how it works for whatever the taste of the student, whether it's a place to eat, or whether it's a place in nature, or if it's a place to visit and to be entertained. They're going to have to determine the cost of the place, if it's free, and the amenities that the place has to offer. Like, is it family friendly? Is it pet friendly? Is it okay for people who are disabled? They need to be sure to incorporate everything that makes sure that all students coming in to the town will feel included. This unit is broken down into different stages. Day one, they'll get an overview of everything that they're supposed to have and expectations or rubric. Day two, they'll read informational text and do the say something strategy. Day three, they'll hear from the Chamber of Commerce. Day four, students are going to read a historical text of the Green Book that features the areas in South Carolina. Then they'll view the documentary that was filmed in the town. They'll write inquiry questions about the documentary for the panel that's going to be coming, and they'll have those questions answered by them. The days that follow, students are interview each other, change their rationale, add the cost of each place for the geographical locations, present and critique. Wow, that's very interesting. Yeah, it is. I have some amazing kids, and I got to make it relevant to their lives and something they'll be actively engaged in.